Alright guys, here's 2 ways you can save money on your divorce case. My name's Ammon Nelson. I am the owner of Ammon Nelson Law, a premier family law firm in Utah. Here's 2 ways you can save money. You've got your attorney, you're ready to roll on your case, and here are 2 tips that if you do them, you will save hundreds if not thousands of dollars during your case. The first tip is to clump your questions. As you go throughout your day or your week, you're going to have questions about your case. They're just going to pop into your head. A lot of people, what their first instinct is to text their attorney in that second or email their attorney. And I get that. That's kind of the society we live in. But let me tell you how that works out when your attorney's end. If you send me a question at 9 a.m. and then you send me another question at 1 p.m. and then you send me a question at 4 p.m. all on the same day, or even if you space it out over a couple days, you send me one question one day, another question the second day, and a third question the third day. Each time that I go into my email and read your question and answer it, I'm going to bill a minimum of 1/10 of an hour. Many attorneys out there bill a minimum of 2/10 of an hour. I don't do that, but some will do that, 2/10 of an hour. And so on your first question, you're looking at 1/10 of an hour with me. Then as I'm scrolling through my email, I'll get to your second question, and then I'll bill you another 1/10 of an hour to read and answer that question. And then at 4 o'clock, I'm going to get to your 4 o'clock email. I'm going to read that email. I'm going to answer your question. And that's another 1/10 of an hour. So with your 3 questions, you've been billed 3/10 of an hour. And you can do the math on that depending on what the rate is in your area, but it's not a small amount, right? You've been billed 3/10 of an hour. Now, if you had clumped your questions, if at 4 o'clock you had sent me 3 questions in one email, then I would have looked at that email one time. I would have only had to read one email. And then I probably could have answered all 3 questions in 1/10 of an hour. Worst case scenario, 2/10 of an hour, which would have at a minimum saved you 1/10 of an hour, but probably would have saved you 2/10 of an hour. On that particular day, you save 2/10 of an hour. Let's say that's worth $60 or $80, okay? If you save $80 on that one day and you have questions once a week or every couple weeks throughout your case, which lasts 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, then you're going to save a ton of money just by putting all your questions in one email as opposed to sparsing them out throughout the day or the week. Tip number 2, organize your documents. So if you have a good attorney, they've given you a list of documents that they need from you to be able to defend and prosecute your case. You're going to prepare all of those and give them to them. If you give those documents to your attorney organized in the order they asked for them with sticky notes or a table of contents, then they're going to be able to look through that really quick and see that everything's there and be able to provide the documents they need to provide without any problem. But if you don't do that, if you send them disorganized, I received documents upside down, 10-page document out of order, missing pages, things like that, if you do all of that, then I have to either spend time organizing it or my paralegal does. Either way, that's going to result in hundreds of dollars of time organizing your documents. And if you have a big case, it could be thousands of dollars. So if you can organize your documents, then that will make not only your attorney's life easier, the main goal is to save you money. And it's going to save you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. I hope these tips help. Best of luck in your divorce case. If you need help, give us a call. We're always happy to help people who are in the midst of a divorce case or thinking about divorce, have a custody issue. We're happy to help you.